please feel free to ask me, and I'm going to tell you the truth. So I found out about Stephanie through another body contouring specialist that I had taken training from, and this lady was her training was great. I do not knock it; it was great. I saw her on a live with Stephanie, and when she posted, she just raved about Stephanie, and like I saw a little bit of what they were doing, and I was like, okay, I need to take training with her. I had not started doing body contouring at all, because I wasn't comfortable and I didn't want to start working on people's bodies, and I really didn't know what I was doing and I wasn't comfortable with it. So I waited, I contacted Stephanie, and when I say I filled out that student form and within 24 hours she contacted me. She literally has talked to me almost every week up until the point where she got here. And when I tell you that her training is amazing, like I wasn't prepared for it. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I'm just honest, like I wasn't. Yesterday, I was literally physically exhausted. My mind was like, I literally had to shut down because she gave me so much information. Like, it was a wealth of information that she gave me. But what I loved was that she did my body first. And when I tell you, I immediately, like when she says that she gets results in one treatment, she gets results in one treatment. I got up off that table and I had a butt, and I've lost probably about 70 pounds because COVID weight was just horrible. It was horrendous. But when I got up off that table, I was so excited about what I saw in my own body that it really, really fueled my desire to be able to make that transition or that transformation.
You see how you felt.
Yes.
You see how you felt. You want to make people feel like that.
Exactly. So the next day, I had two of my cousins come down. They lived probably about 2 hours away. I really didn't tell them what they were getting themselves into because I wanted them to be able to give us an honest opinion because they were my family. You know, your family's going to be biased. And I didn't want that, so I didn't tell them what they were getting themselves into. So what I really, really enjoyed and what really helped me feel confident with her leaving me now is that she walked me through every step. She would do the step, and then she would let you do the step. And if you were doing it fine, she said nothing. If you were making a mistake, she literally stopped you there and said, hey, let's correct this. This is what you need to do. This is what you're doing. I want you to understand why you're doing this and why you may have done it incorrectly. And when I tell you, that made the difference for me. Like, that really fueled my confidence in my ability to be able to do this on someone else's body. And when you're doing it right, she's so hyped. Like, she is so into what she's doing. And making sure that you understand it. Like, I understand that it's an investment, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. I really would. I really would. Like, I've been telling all my friends, like, my friends knew I was doing it, and they knew how, it's not cheap, but she's well worth that and more. Honestly, if she, knowing what I know now, like, I would have paid her even more. Because I know that with the skill set that she's giving me, I'm going to make that back. As soon as I get started, I'm going to make that back. I could probably make it back in a week or two very easily.
I believe it. I believe it from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because when I tell you, now I know that I have the eye. Like, we were talking earlier today, and I went on Facebook and was in some body contouring pages and was able to look at people who were posting their results. And, and one lady was like, oh, this is after 3 treatments, and I'm really happy with what I saw. I was like, man, I could have done that in 1 treatment now with what Stephanie's shown me. And I sent the picture to her.
I said, I know this is worth it because of that. Like,
yeah.
You see a little bit that it takes 3 and 4 treatments, and when you're in there, it's like 2 hours, 1.5 hours, and then you don't see any visible change.
Right.
You might see something with a tape measure, but you don't see any visible change when you get off the table. It don't make you feel good as a clinician,
right.
a specialist.
And when I tell you,
I want to see great change. You come off the table. I want you to be able to
Yes,
drop another
and you will.
thing. I want
You
you to
will.
shape every part of me.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely will. And when I tell you, like, I was mesmerized watching her do a butt. Like, and my one cousin was, you know, she's a little overweight as well. But when watching watching Stephanie push that fat from her thighs, like, I was amazed. I was like, is that what it looked like when you were doing mine? Because it was phenomenal. Like, I was like, there's no way you can, like, in my head I'm thinking, there's no way you can do this. But literally you can. And she showed me how to do it. And I know now I can do it. I can do it because she showed. And what really was the clincher for me is that I have carpal tunnel, I have bad knees, I have a bad back. We went at it the first night she did me, and we didn't get out of here till 1 o'clock in the morning. The second night when I did my 2 models, I didn't get home till 3 o'clock in the morning. I did not have 1 ounce of pain in my back, my knees, or my hands, because she shows you how to work smart and not hard. And that was the one thing that I can say has been missing in the training that I've had previously.
Yeah,
that people don't show you that.
I wasn't even sure I wanted to offer it because I was like, this hurts me more than it hurts everybody else.
Right. But she shows you how to do it so that you don't hurt yourself. And I'm back in my shop this morning moving stuff around, and she's like, you're back at it again. I'm like, yep, I don't feel any pain. And even the products that she brings and says, hey, here, look at this, try this, so that, because she sets you up for success. That's the one thing I can say. She literally sets you up for success. If you listen to her and you do what she says when she leaves, like, I know I'm going to be successful because she's giving me vendors, she's giving me resources, the training, all of that literally sets you up for success. If you're not successful, it's because you chose to not put the energy into it to be successful, because she leaves you with a blueprint that literally is a moneymaker. It really is. And she talks to you and tells you, hey, if you did this, or set your price point here, if you did this package, like, you know, this is going to make you money. Like, you know, she's already told me in my first client, I should make my rent on my spot, you know, with that client. And she tells you, you know, based on what she sees, this is really what you should start charging. You know, sometimes we don't know our value. We undervalue ourselves because we're not confident in what we're doing or confident in the knowledge. But she literally makes sure that you're confident in what you're doing and that you understand your value that you're providing to that customer. So, yeah, if you're on the fence, I would say get off the fence, honey. Get off the fence and go. It's well worth it. It is. It's well worth it.
I'm not on the fence. I know I want to do it. I know I want to do it for sure. But it's just refreshing hearing it from you too. You just finished. And, you know, hearing it from someone who just finished and is about to get on it, you know, you sound very, very anxious.
Oh, I am.
Like it's about to,
Like I know I'm about to explode. I know it. Like, I feel it in my bones. Like, I know that with what she's taught me, there's going to be no one in my area that's going to touch me. Like, I know it. So I'm not even afraid. And I'll be honest, like, prior to this, I was really apprehensive about starting it. Like, I had not marketed it at all. I had all the equipment, products, everything. I had everything to get started, and literally this stuff has been sitting. I had an S shape that I bought 7 months ago, and I didn't use it until she got here. And now, literally, like, I just changed my whole suite around and set it up. Yep, I'm ready. Yep, I'm ready to get in the game. I'm ready. Like, I'm absolutely ready to do it. I'm telling you, it's funny because my boyfriend lives in San Diego, and he surprised me yesterday and flew in to see me. And when he saw, he was like, what did you do? Like, he hadn't seen me in a couple of months, so he hadn't seen all the weight I lost. But he was like, damn, like, you literally have a butt now. You've been working out? I was like, no, I ain't worked out. I ain't been in no gym. No. I said, that butt got bought with my training. That's what it did. So I'm telling you, like, I do weight speeds too, and I had taken them off to do because I knew she was doing my body, and so when I put them back on this morning, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to cut these because they're too big now. So I'm telling you, like the results, when she says she gets results in one session, she gets results in one session. And I even thought I was, I still have weight I need to lose, but like when I looked, I was like, and we did mine on Friday, and it's Monday, and I still see results, and I still see I'm slimming down. So, you keep drinking the water the way she tells you. Like if your clients listen to what you tell them to do, like they're gonna see results, and they'll keep seeing it.
And they'll keep seeing it. Yeah.
Yep. And the other thing that really endeared me to her was she took my cousin's phone numbers and she checked on them for 2 days. Like she called them on Sunday, she talked to them today, and she didn't have to do that. Like that was my responsibility to do that. But as a trainer, like she trained me.
To show you.
Yeah. So like her game, it can't be matched. It just can't. Like it can't. And the other thing I want you to know is that she's teaching you ways that if your machines die, you can still work. If they regulate the industry and they change it, you can still do the work because you can do it manually. And you can do it in a way that it doesn't hurt you. But your clients still get the same results.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say, however, if it's a money issue, however you could get it together because you're going to make it back. Like, you're going to make it back. There's no question about the fact that you will make that money back.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'm honest. I'm serious. Like, and if you do it and you feel like I didn't tell you the truth, please have Stephanie give you my number, and you call me and you tell me, Luana, you lied. Like, and I would be like, you know what? I am so sorry that you didn't have the experience that I did. I don't know what happened, but like, I literally, like, I am not lying to you. If I didn't think the training was what she said it was, and really it was more than that, when she asked me to talk to you, I would have begged off, like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Like, I'm not comfortable with doing that because I'm not comfortable, with what I've learned so far. I would have been really honest with her because I feel like she deserved that because she's always been honest with me. Like, anything that she's told me, she's done it. And I didn't have to go, hey, did you, hey, will you, hey, can you? She's done it and gone over and above. Like, she's still giving me resources. She's still talking to me about, hey, you're sitting on a gold mine with this. You can package this. So, she just doesn't do the training and leave you. Like, she stays in contact. And if you have a question, like, you literally have her personal phone number. And she picks up the phone. I can tell you, if I text her within 15 or 20 minutes, she's texting me back. Or she's calling. And normally, she'll pick up the phone and call you. And you don't get that out of most training. And
no,
you don't.
You don't get anything out of most training.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, I spent 23 years in the military, so I've done a ton of training. I'm in corporate America now. I have 9 to 5 as well, and I've done a lot of training. I'm in cybersecurity, so I've done a lot of training. And I will say that I have never had a trainer, reach out to me later on to say, hey, are you comfortable with what you learned? Or even reach out to, my clients to say, hey, okay, the service that she offered you, were you satisfied with it? Are you happy? Are you still seeing results? Never. So just the fact that she does that sets her apart. Her methods, that she's in a whole, she's in a whole nother realm with her methods, but her professionalism, because I've done training with people and I've left there like, oh, this was so ghetto. I just wasted money. But
Absolutely.
I don't even feel that way with this. I feel like I probably didn't pay enough.
Don't say that before I get mad. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, but I honestly believe that if you take her training, that you're gonna leave confident in yourself, and I think that's the biggest thing, is being confident in your skills and that you're able to see results because you know what you're doing, you know what tools to use, you know the methods, You can look at a body, because before I couldn't look at a body and I could see cellulite. I didn't know what it really felt like. I didn't know when I was manipulating what it should feel like, and if I had done it right, what it should feel like. Now I do. So those little things that she takes the time to make sure that you have those aha moments, that makes the difference for you in her training. And she doesn't leave. That's the one thing I can say. She does not just trainers will tell you something, they'll let you do it, and then they move on to the next thing. She doesn't do that. She does not do that. So you definitely, if you take the training, it's a moneymaker. It's a moneymaker. And I'm at the point where I'm thinking about taking a second suite. And because I do yoni steams, I do body wraps, I do ionic foot detox, and I'm at the point of taking a second suite so that I can move all of that stuff out of this suite and just do bodies in this suite and then do
the other stuff in the other suite.
Yeah, and I feel like the bodies, even if I don't get the money, get regulars for the other services, bodies will pay for both suites. 1 or 2 treatments can pay for both suites. So the rest of the month, everything else will be, really my profit. So, I can't sing her praises loud enough. I was just telling her before she asked me about talking to you, I was like, well, hey, if you need me to do, a review for you, let me know, and I'll definitely do it. And that was me coming to her because of what she did for me. So I know if what she did for me, and I was very, very skeptical, and I'm a very confident person, but I was very skeptical of doing it at all. And like I said, my machines have been sitting here. One machine I've had for over a year, and I haven't touched it. The S-Shape I bought just on reviews and trying to push myself to, want to try it. And finally, I did the training with someone else, and her training was good. It was good. It really was.
It wasn't this.
It wasn't it wasn't this. Because when I left her training, I still felt like this is going to hurt me. If I do this consistently, this is going to hurt. I'm going to be in pain. And after 23 years in the military, I was not willing to do anything else that was going to cause pain and injury to my body.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But I can say I worked on 2 bodies back to back for 10 hours. I went home, I was not in pain. I woke up the next day, I was not in pain. I was physically exhausted because I had been doing so much and, not sleeping because, we were out till 1 and then, back at it again the next morning. So it was literally just not getting the proper rest as to why I was so physically exhausted, but I was not in pain. So when I woke up this morning and now, 2 days past the end of the training, and I'm still not in pain, okay, you know what she said to me when I told her I had knee problems, I had carpal tunnel, I had back problems, and she said, I can teach you how to do it so you're not in pain. She didn't lie. She told me the truth, because I'm not. So definitely, like I said, if you invest, you're investing in yourself, and you will make that money back very easily. Very easily. I know it's a lot. I know. Believe me, it took a lot for me. I won't say that I'm.
It's just it's literally just the time of year. Had this been November, it would have been a no-brainer.
Right. Yeah. I understand. And I booked earlier, and we had to change the date, so that's the reason. But I literally I just said to myself that I have to invest in myself. So if that means I have to skip doing something for my kids, or I have to skip, doing something that's more enjoyable, this is going to enable me to do that even more. So, and I want to stop my 9 to 5. So, and
that's definitely.
I got to have 6 figures to stop that.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm not talking low 6 figures. I'm talking.
We're trying to get over into the.
Yeah, because I'm replacing income. So, if I'm going to replace, mid to high 6-figure job, what I'm doing has to do that, and I know that she's giving me the skills to do that. I know she has.
Yeah, you can make butts without the cups.
Exactly. Nobody used any cups in here.
But without cups.
Exactly. And the crazy part is, I got a machine sitting right in front of me right now that we didn't even open up. A butt machine with the cups, and we didn't even open it up. And the butt that I left with, I still got. The butt my cousin left with, I talked to her this morning. She was like, girl, when I got home and my boyfriend saw that butt, he was all over me. I said, well, I hope you put them compression pants back on so the next day, you making that butt stay, and you going to get out there and start doing them sit-ups and the crunches and all that, and keep that butt and that, that waistline looking good. She was like, yeah, after this, definitely. So, I mean, you have the ability to really transform your client's life. Like, my cousins were so happy when they left here.
And that's the thing is, like, usually, if you're able to do that and they're happy with it, it'll be easy for them to just get on a maintenance program.
Right.
So you always have their money coming.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, if you have products, too, like detox products, what I love, too, is, like, she told you, she said, all money isn't good money. So you want to look at your client, you do your consultation first, look at your client and say, okay, well, I need you to detox, for a week or for 2 weeks, or some may have to detox for 30 days beforehand, before you touch their bodies. And so her telling me that, instead of saying just work on somebody because, you want to make the money, well, I'm going to make more money if I have you detox first, because you need that and you're going to get the best results. You're going to come back to me. You're not going to feel like I just took advantage of you and I did this service on you, and, a week later, you're back to looking the same way.
Same way.
So you're setting your client up for success as well. Yeah. But again, I'll tell you, do it. If you can afford, to swing it, I would definitely say do it. And then just get right into it. Don't wait. And that's the reason I came into my shop this morning, and I'm rearranging it because I'm going to force myself to do it right now. I'm going to get with her marketing guy, have him start marketing me, putting it out there. She's already started putting me out there. And that's the other part too, is like, she's not so caught up in making money that she won't push the people that she trains. Like, she puts you out there. She refers people to you. Most trainers are not going to do that because that's...
when you're done, you're done.
Yeah, and that's cutting money out of their part, out of their pockets. If they're referring people to you versus, hey, I'll fly in and do your body myself. No, she doesn't do that. Hey, I've got, somebody I trained in Atlanta and I feel comfortable with sending you to that person. She gives that person your information and then contacts you and say, hey, I refer, this person to you. They should be contacting you about doing some services. So it's just, her professionalism and her commitment to you is above reproach. It really is.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.